Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Winback, and on today's episode of Pokemon Unite, we're going to be playing Garchomp. We're going to find out if these buffs did anything good for him, and stay nice and cozy, because it's getting colder outside. But it's a YouTube video, so feel free to like, comment, subscribe your heart out, and let's talk about some items. Number one, item builds. We've got Muscle Band, OP damage item, there you have it. We've got Body Barrier, OP utility and HP item, again, pretty easy. And then lastly, we've got Score Shield. Score Shield's giving us some HP and some big scoring utility as well. So, all that being said, we'll get into the Garchomp abilities, which are going to be the most recently buffed Dragon Rush, and then the Dragon Claw. Both of them comboing together, and if you weren't aware, they do have their own special animation when you use them together, if you can do it right, which you'll see me fail at ridiculously often in this video. So, Anyway, so Dragon Rush got basically buffed by almost double, almost twice as much damage as to what it was, so that's pretty cool. But as it stands right now, it is it's still a little bit clunky to use, and I think that Dig may actually be the way to go with Garchomp. Even though you're doing a lot of damage with Dragon Rush, Dig actually reduces a lot of incoming damage on you while knocking people up and giving you an in and out.
Why are you running? Why are you running? Look at this dude. Wait till you see the... No, 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 no.
Everybody's down. It's fine. No one's escaping on my watch, or my team's watch, while I sit here and absorb all the damage. Would have been a lot easier to live there if I had Dig instead of Dragon Rush. So just remember, when you're picking this character, he's still not hugely great. Definitely middle of the pack, maybe middle to low of the pack as far as all-rounders are concerned.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because...
He also got some attack speed buffs, which are going to make it a lot easier to just punch the ever-living out of everybody in your immediate vicinity, but he's also going to heal when he is auto-attacking at a full 5 stacks. So, once you get your full auto stacks all the way up, you're going to be healing, so you can basically duel anybody who is dumb enough to stand next to you. That being said, anybody with mobility, anybody with the ability to kite Garchomp is going to smack him. Really, that's all there is to be said about it. So, seeing as how that's at least 50% of the cast, you're going to have trouble with Lucarios, Zororas, other characters that dash a lot all over the place. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, the other cool thing about Garchomp is that he does have the ability to sneak objectives like Dreadnought and Rotom, so if the enemy team isn't paying attention to you whatsoever, you do have a very, very distinct ability to just steal those things with using your auto attacks alone. Because you're healing a lot, because you're attacking so fast, doing a lot of damage, you have huge amounts of secure potential, assuming that you're just uninterrupted. It's not the fastest clear in the universe, but he definitely doesn't lose a lot of health when doing it, and what more do you need when you're clearing an objective by yourself? We're almost level 10, which is where we're going to get our ult and become the Garchomp from the Gabite. So we got to go pick up a berry and begin the forward trek. Bashing the Charmeleon in the face with the Dragon Rush. Talonflame thinking that they can go in, but even though we have this teeny tiny little amount of health, our punches are... and healing us. And we're going to just keep punching the Rotom because we're going to get health back. You can see the tiny little 73 greens coming up.
And this is to go.
Can't believe Blissey got away, and I just exploded. Take all my points, enemy team. You deserve it because I can't walk very fast. Now, that may be something that you start thinking about, like X speed for, or maybe slow smoke. But eject button is always a safe bet, so the only reason I even bring up those other two is because movement speed is so huge for Garchomp, and being able to get into melee range and use those auto attacks when you're fighting people is really important. Seeing the combo with the Dragon Rush and the Dragon Claw, taking out some easy camps all the way through. And now we just, well, we've got our detective get up on. We're spooting out all the little magnifying glasses, and we're going to go stop this Talonflame. Or Talonflame's going to stop himself, go after our Charizard, and we're going to completely whiff all of our abilities trying to combo them together, but it looks like Talonflame has overstepped his bounds, and the friendly team coming in from the top side of the map to take him out before Charizard dies. Fantastic stuff. Missing the combo yet again as 3 people show up for the enemy team, but that is a Charmeleon, not a Charizard. Somebody not doing a lot of farming, and the Blastoise here super underleveled as well. That's unfortunate for that guy. Blinking out, the Pikachu takes the focus band, but not going to be anywhere near fast enough because our auto attacks, well, I guess it was Pikachu that killed the other Pikachu, but that's fine. Oh, the combo finally landed directly on the Talonflame, dragging him backwards away from the Blissey, who was maybe trying to heal him. It's good. We've got a full 50 energy locked and stocked on our Garchomp. Now it has dropped significantly, and it's based on your level, so obviously you're only going to get so much XP. Definitely bringing down the priority a little bit, if I'm being honest. It's not going to send anybody hugely into the next level bracket, but still very important. Rotom also very, very important as it stands these days. The amount of time that the goalpost is vulnerable, as they call it, and the move speed and the damage from the Rotom is pretty nuts. So now that the enemy team has got it, because our Greedent was trying to do it all by himself, being hyper greedy, now we've got to defend it, which shouldn't be terribly difficult. We'll just shove it back with our Dragon Rush and Dragon Claw. Since we didn't use those together, we'll just auto attack it for the moment until we can knock it back. We've got the cooldowns up. There it is. Dragon Rush does pull anybody that you hit with you to the end of the path of the ability. So if you are trying to escape, if anybody is even remotely touching you while you are using Dragon Rush, you're just fucked, because you're going to drag them with you, and they're likely going to kill you at the end of the thing. I think Dragon Claw is the predominant ability for Garchomp because it's giving you 2 stacks of your passive auto stacks on top of the tiny amount of movement it gives, and then the big damage that it does. Oh, we used the ultimate way too early. The most unwieldy ultimate in the entire game. Super difficult to use, but ultimately the big trick on aiming it is just pointing your joystick directly at the people you want to hit. Unless they're really far away from you, but a lot of the time you're going to dash through them, so you just have to aim backwards. Pikachu needs to die so that we can get this. He can't stay alive. Oh, and he's just, there he is. We've got the huge lead, but we've lost the big objective at the end of the game. Hopefully the enemy team doesn't have enough energy to do anything with this, but regardless, we still have to go back and defend everything. Looks like Blissey's going to get a turn-in on the top side, and we've got 10 seconds. Got to make the last stand. And then as soon as that happens, everything on the rest of the game should be fine. Okay, everything's good. Now that the goalposts aren't vulnerable anymore, the enemy team has to pull the full time for the turn-in, so they're definitely much easier to kill. No score shields on the enemy team, it looks like, getting those turn-ins, or if there were, they were popped immediately, so thank God for that. We did get that 100-point turn-in up top a little bit earlier, so Hopefully, that's going to be enough to win the game for us. Pikachu hiding into bush at the very last seconds of the game, and Focus Band and Buddy Barrier saves him. I don't get the kill, but we did win the game by a very small margin. Super tiny. Thank God the enemy team didn't have any energy to turn in after they got the Zapdos from us. I'll take the MVP. I did my job. That's it for me. We'll be back tomorrow with some Pikachu action. Goodbye. I'll see you then.